Right, well, everyone will know Alastair from our YouTube channel anyway, from that our big, massive Lowden video that we shot a couple of months ago. So, what have you got here, Alastair?
So we've got a little bit of a surprise for everyone this year. This is the new Stadium Edition from Sheeran by Lowden. The surprise being the price tag. So these are going to be on the walls around £4,500. The reason for the step up from the usual Sheeran price point that you guys might be familiar with, this is a hand built by Lowden on the Lowden line, which you'll have seen in the Peach content. If you haven't, check it out in their YouTube. This is a direct replica of every guitar Ed Sheeran plays on stage on the Mathematics tour. So we've got the Mathematics inlays, as we'll see on the standard Tour Edition model, our best seller in the range. But what's making this a little different is this is voiced uniquely under the hood. We've got a really thin body, and we're trying to reduce the chance of feedback. You can really crank this through any PA or amp. We've been testing that extensively back at the workshop. There's just 100 pieces worldwide. Each of these is hand signed by Ed Sheeran and George Lowden on the label inside. Solid Indian rosewood, Sitka spruce construction, 5-piece mahogany neck with the rosewood head facing, and Godot tuners. So this is similar spec to what you would find on a Lowden original series.
It's like a 32 SE, isn't it?
It is, yeah, exactly. And if you're familiar with the Lowden range, the SE John's talking about, our stage edition, is a slightly reduced body depth. So it's something that we've actually experimented with and sold quite a lot over the years. And we're just developing that idea further. And this has been, well, I mean, it's been tested over the last 2.5 years on Ed's tour. We know it works.
Yeah.
So if you're after the exact guitar Ed Sheeran plays, or just something for the big stage, I think we've got you covered this year.
Well, it's going to be a good investment with only 100 being made, yeah.
The collectors are starting to circle already. Yeah, I think by the end of this show, we'll see a bit of the demand as they get snapped up.
And are these in production now?
In production, these are going to hit shops in February, and some of the first models, I believe you've already got your name on, so they'll be probably the first out the door.
Well done, excellent. And then this little puppy behind us as well, what's this?
Yeah, so this is the new W5. John's just placed a significant order for this new model.
Wake up, wake from the dream you're in.
So
no, we will definitely be getting these in the store.
So if you're familiar with the Sheeran range, we've got 2 sizes, and they're each numbered. And so this is just our 5th year of Sheeran production, and for that we've got the W5 coming in. So Indian rosewood laminate back and sides. But what's really new, and I think quite unique at this price point, is that we've got a redwood soundboard. This guitar, price to be confirmed, but in and around the sort of $1,200–1,300 price point.
999, yeah? You can do it.
We'll see, we'll see. Really lovely. It's also got a slightly different look to it.
Yeah.
This is a lacquer finish, slightly influenced by how we finish our Lowden guitars. So we do a lacquer off the gun finish on the standard Sheeran range, but this has properly been hand finished. It adds a little bit of time to the process, hence the increased cost. But these are serious upgrades for players, so you're getting a serious finish similar to Lowden, a redwood top, and some upgraded tuners as well. We're just trying to bring this up more to a player-grade instrument.
It's like a plus spec or something like that, basically.
Your words, not mine, but I think that sounds about right.
Well, I wasn't saying a particular brand or anything, but it's like a, it is like a, you know, a plus or a standard plus.
It's an upgraded model, exactly. So if you're someone who's maybe been after that Lowden look and feel without the price tag, I think with this we have the answer that maybe the rest of the Sheeran range hasn't quite offered yet. This is the most Lowden-esque model we now have.
Or even if you've got a really nice acoustic Lowden that doesn't have a pickup and you want to play on stage, it's a good option for that, isn't
Absolutely, LR bags, EAS VTC, fitted as standard, comes with a really great gig bag. It's ready to go, and like you say, like this is the sort of guitar I'm going to have as well as my Lowden, and you know, I just want one of these kicking around because it's so pretty as well.
Yeah. Should we touch on things, maybe the reappearance of GL10? So these are just prototypes at the moment, are they?
A couple of prototypes with us for the show. 2019 we launched the GL10, the model behind John here. We came back to the show 2020 with a prototype with the F-hole.
That's right, yeah.
this is the development of that. COVID and various other things got in the way of our electric development. So this is the latest iteration of the prototype. We've a couple of little tweaks to make, but more or less what you see here is what you're going to get in the stores.
The big news is that they're basically just coming back, though.
Coming back. I would expect to see these in stores spring.
Yeah.
That's as specific as I'm going to get right now. But
which year?
Spring 24. Same sort of setup. If you're familiar with the GL10s from the previous run, built in very limited numbers. You've got a choice of 5 top caps from Walnut, Ebony, Cerakote, Tasmanian Blackwood and Koa. But we're expanding this further because I think based on the feedback from players, last time was the electric buyers like a little more choice. So we've got some taller frets on this one. We're going to have a choice of fret wire, choice of neck carve. I think we're going to have 3 carves. Hardware, you can have gold or you can have chrome. So there's just a little bit more choice this time around.
Is there going to be a P90 version as well? Because you had that.
So we've got P90s in the GL10 and the new GL10A, which we can get in a second. P90s will probably follow at some point in this, but right now I don't have a...
I think it kind of works on like an F-hole guitar like this as well anyway.
Sure. With the Lowden range this year, more or less business as usual. Our focus has been on developing Sheeran. We've had our best year yet. We've really seen that range take hold. You've been a great part of that. Some huge supporter of the Sheeran brand. We really appreciate it. The GL10s have taken up a lot of George's attention recently. From the Lowden range, the models we brought out last year, we've just continued to grow in popularity. So the 20 and 21, so this one's the 021, the Walnut Sitka. This is something we're really starting to see the volume in production coming through now. So there's quite a few of these already in stores.
So the Plus model, so it was a bit of a kind of silent kind of launch, wasn't it? Sorry to be brutal there, but you didn't give us much information.
Well, the guitars sell themselves in the words of George.
Oh, there you go. He's got an answer for everything, this boy.
So yes, we did try and bring these out last year. They've really started to hit stores the last few months. There's a little more news coming soon, but essentially we brought these out for 2 models, the 32 and the 34, also known as the 32 Plus, 34 Plus. The big news on these was what would, as standard, have been Indian Rosewood and Sitka Spruce. We've upgraded that to have an Adirondack soundboard, and then revoiced with Adirondack spruce bracing as well, whereas typically a Lowden will be Sitka spruce.
Right.
You've played these? Yeah. What did you hear different?
They've just kind of, the Adirondack has just got, for me, has always got more headroom. Has really got a really big, bold, punchy sound, and it's very different to like the Cedar kind of sound, which a lot of people associate with a Lowden guitar. It's got a lot of headroom and a real punch to it.
And that's to be expected in the likes of the O and the F. But I think one of the real sweet spots in that range is this, the S, because this is a guitar, even with a Sitka soundboard, you can sort of run out of headroom a little bit quite quickly if you play heavily. But if you're a flat picker or you've got a heavy right hand, with that Adirondack, it just gives you a little bit more room.
Headroom,
so if the F's a little bit too big, the S is probably where to go, because you're going to get that sound and the comfort at the same time.
Nice.
So this is the 32 Plus we've got here, Indian Rosewood with Adirondack.
And you're doing that on the 34 as well?
34, so you can get some Koa Adirondack as well. Really, really lovely.
So it's like a big custom guitar option, but...
Exactly, yeah, it's a great upgrade on a standard model. And again, really, really popular in the last couple of months, despite the very, very soft launch that we gave it. But
well, you didn't want to put all of the other guitar makers out of business, did you? So there we go. No, cool.
That's our Plus.
Anything else?
I'm going to grab the A.
Okay.
Something that we're trying to push a little bit more is just that knowledge that every Lowden is custom built. Whether it's for you or the customers that come into the store, everything is built to order, and something that we've been doing more and more of recently is the fan fret. Traditionally it was associated with the high end, the 50 series. People would spec that up with a lot of options, but we're really trying to remind our customers that the fan fret, you can have that from our original series right up, and on all 4 body sizes from the Wii up to the O. So we brought this with us, F22, fan fret, mahogany and cedar.
Lovely. They're just such a fun guitar to play. I mean, it can be a little bit intimidating if you haven't played one of these before, but your hands just naturally go into the right spot, don't they, as you move up the neck?
You'll not hear it here, so there's no point, but even just as my hand moves up the neck, it's just that slight angle that follows where your fingers go.
So the
anyway.
intonation's going to be better.
The intonation's so good on them, and that extended scale on the bass just really drives the top, gives you that extra bass. So if like me, you like that low end in your sound, this is really going to give you what you're after. If you play in a lot of open tunings, it's so stable.
Yeah.
It just holds them well, but it just brings the guitar to life. Yeah, I really recommend trying one of these out.
Especially on a 50 series, on an O size as well. It's just an absolute cannon, isn't it?
And you've had the baritone, right?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Nobody needs a baritone fan fret, but damn it, I want one.
Doesn't stop you from wanting it.
No, absolutely. Lastly, we've got the GL10A. Asymmetric, one of the new prototype designs from George Lowden. Again, just a spin-off of the original GL10 design, our single cut, but with the upper horn as well. Again, available with our 5 different wood choices, but in this particular model you can have it with the Lawler Imperial humbuckers or your Lawler P90s. Again, all the choice of frets, hardware, neck guards.
Nice. Great, awesome, well, awesome. So we thought there wasn't that much to talk about, but there actually was quite a lot. Yeah, so awesome. Well, thanks for your time as always, Alastair. Head on over to peachguitars.com, or even better, download the app. Cheers.